let's go.
Hi, I am Naisy Plaza and I am going to show you how to tie a square knot. One of the most basic knot is a square knot, which is an end knot. There are a lot of different knots, but in bandaging, we need to learn how to tie a square knot. In all techniques that we use, even if it has different cravats, we all end up with square knot. Now I am going to show you how to properly tie a square knot. This is the right tail and this is the left tail. So now, right over left, pull it in, then back. Left over right, pull it in, then tie. And this is what we call a square knot. Or vice versa. Left over right, pull it in, tie. Right over left, pull it in, and back. We use square knot because we can easily untie the knot. So now I am going to show you how to untie a square knot. Simply pull one tail to the side, then there is a V here. This is the tail, then follow the line. You're going to hold this and the middle part. And we're done.
Good day, sir. This is Group 5 from 11 STEM 2A, and this is our video demonstration about bandaging techniques. Hello once again, this is Axel Marie Jeven A. Torion, and before we begin with the demonstrations, I will just have a quick introduction to bandaging. So bandaging is actually a process of covering an injury or a wound to prevent contamination and also to apply pressure and to immobilize injury. In this video demonstration, we will be utilizing the triangular bandage. So here is a triangular bandage and I will present to you the parts of the triangular bandage. So this is the triangular bandage and you might ask why not use a square or a rectangle in shape bandage. It is because there are certain parts of the triangle that are very important or are functional when it comes to bandaging. So here are the parts of the triangular bandage. The most important part is this in here. It is here. This one. This is called the apex. So the apex is the most important part of the triangular bandage because you will locate the injury or the wound wherever you will find the apex. So the apex will always be located where the injury is. And then after the apex, we have here these two. We call this the tails. So one tail, then we have two tails. So this is what we use obviously to tie. And later on, my group mates will show you how to do a square knot. So this is the two tails, and of course we also have at the center, this is the face that will cover the whole part of the injury. And in here, this is what we call the side, and also this one, this is also called the side. And the longest here, this longest part of the triangle is what we call as the base, this one in here. So you might be wondering why we are using a white triangular bandage when there are actually a lot of other colors. It is because blood is more clear when we use white bandage, and that is very important. And that is all for the introduction to bandaging. Hello once again, this is Axel Marie Jeven A. Torion, and I will demonstrate how to fold the bandage in 3 ways. First, in a broad cravat, second in a semi-broad cravat, and third in a narrow cravat. So if this is your triangular bandage, we'll just have to lay it in a flat surface. So the folding techniques are just very easy. So first we lay it flat, and then if we want to do the broad cravat, all we have to do is fold it once. So here, we just fold it once. But take note that we need to leave an inch of space here from the apex. So here you go, that is already what we call as the broad cravat. And for the semi-broad cravat, all we have to do is that from the broad cravat, we need to flip it. So we flip it. So we'll just have to tidy it up. And then after flipping it, we'll just have to fold it again. So you can see how we already fold the triangular bandage twice. So this is now the semi-broad. We fold it twice already. And now for the narrow cravat, all we have to do is once again we flip it from the semi-broad cravat. We flip it. So here. So after we flip it, we just have to fold it again. So you will notice that we already fold it thrice. So that is your keywords. So when we talk about narrow cravat, we fold it thrice. And when we talk about the semi-broad, we fold it twice. And when we talk about the broad cravat, we fold it only once. So that is how we do the folding techniques.
This is Aliyah Bernardes and I am performing cravat of the underarm. First thing I did is I gently slid the bandage underneath the patient's injured arm. And then I inserted the other tail underneath the patient's underarm. Next thing I did is I tied the two tails using a square knot. I hide the two tails, or this is also called housekeeping, to make the bandage look more neat. And another housekeeping on the apex. Last thing I did is I fold the bandage near the hand outward to make the hand visible. The hand must be visible because it is where the doctor checks the patient's condition to see whether the patient can still feel pain. And that's it. That's cravat of the underarm for an injured arm or shoulder.
The next bandaging technique is what we call the arm sling. Assuming that the injured area is the arm, it could be a fracture or dislocation of the arm, so we need to immobilize it. So first of all, this is a bandage. You're going to tie 1 inch from the apex, so you're just going to tie it in a simple knot. This will be supporting the elbow. You're going to put this down right here. The apex is here, and then the other tail will be here. Then after, you're going to do square knot, right over left and left over right. And you're done with the square knot, do the housekeeping. You're going to keep all the excess, the tails and including the one in the elbow. Make sure that the fingers are visible because the doctor will be picking it later. So this is what we call the arm sling.
Hello sir, I'm Nika May Serrano and I will demonstrate the cravat of the hand bandaging technique, vertical wound, using this triangular bandage. You put the pressure pad to the wound and be in need of narrow cravat and put that on the palm. You wrap it alternately around the palm. Then another wrap. And another wrap. You are going to do a square knot on the wrist, right over left and left over right. And after that, we're going to do a housekeeping to hide the remaining cloth. And that is cravat of the hand.
Today we will do a cravat of the jaw. The purpose of this cravat of the jaw is to prevent the jaw from falling. That is because it is a dislocated jaw. So the apex should be at the middle of the chin. Stop. And there are two sides, which is left and right. We will do a left side and going to like this to the front of the forehead, around the back, and here we will do a knot. So left over right, sorry. And then right over left. We will do housekeeping. And that is the cravat of the jaw.
Hello everyone, I'm Jake Peralta and I will demonstrate the cravat of the head bandaging technique. And this is my triangular bandage. A triangular bandage that I will be using in demonstration. We will fold the bandage 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Gently put it on the head of the patient. And now, we will use the square knot tie technique. Right over the left, and left over the right. So we will bring it forward for another square knot tying technique. Left over the right, insert, and right over the left. The purpose of this tying technique is for the doctor to easily untie the bandage. Gentlemen, this is the cravat of the head bandaging technique.